throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Well, as brought down, that pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Giants leading this one early. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Locke. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he will have a first down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. Locke. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Johnson. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. The Giants sending out their punter. Nyheim Hines back deep for the Browns. Whoa! Oh, yeah. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. The Browns offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. Once again, it's Chubb. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Chubb. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brian Burns with the sack, and that's exactly the type of play the Giants envisioned when they traded for him from Carolina back in March. Only 8 sacks this season ago, and the question was that production indicative of him as a player or more of his surroundings? But either way, he's picked up right where he left off, and he's one of the best pass rushers in the entire league.
4th down, Dustin Hopkins now for the Browns field goal. This a 42-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good. And the Browns are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Giants offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Quick throw to Neighbors on the RPO. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. It's locked. We'll get that complete. Right side, it's Bellinger.
Mike, did you see how hyped the sideline got after that run after catch? I mean, I thought the bench was going to run out onto the field to celebrate. He refused to go down on first contact and second contact, for that matter.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Browns offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. Now the veteran, it's Nyheim Hines. He makes one-man miss, but stopped quickly as they hold him to a gain of 1. 7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. We'll have more from Cleveland after this. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Back to throw. And they are all over him yet again. He'll go down once more.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their 2nd. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this 1st half. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. One of the Giants has it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
The Giants offense going to take over here in the last minute of this 1st half. We'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. Throwing on second down. Lock. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Here's 3rd and 7. Lock to throw. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin up in the Steel City, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh. And that one tied 3-3 in the second quarter. From there, we'll head down to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home at the Superdome. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. 2 touchdowns there for Saquon Barkley. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world. See what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. A touchdown pass there for Will Levis. These two teams leaving the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. To return is Naheem Hines. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Browns offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. Our next drive getting ready to start, and we'll let you know what's coming up here later tonight. It is a good one. The Chiefs and Falcons in Atlanta. Second primetime appearance for the Falcons in the last 2 weeks. Then on Monday, a doubleheader comes your way. It's the Jags and the Bills in Orchard Park. Note the start time, 7:30 Eastern, followed by the Commanders and Bengals. That kicks off at the usual 8:15 starting time. He'll look to throw. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch. And it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
To the air now on 1st and 10. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. The Giants offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The lead sits at 4, so we'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10.
So you decide to put the ball in the air deep in your own end zone. That's fine. But the internal clock of the quarterback it's got to speed up even a little bit more. You cannot hold the ball in this part of the field. And tell you what, he takes the sack, but he's lucky it wasn't a safety.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Locke. Throw left side, that's Johnson. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and sets up 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. The Giants sending out their punter, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Perhaps it didn't get all of it. Their catch is taken right around midfield. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Hines. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Micah McFadden, the linebacker, there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6. A run with Hines. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Here now, 3rd and 5. Taking off, he'll try to get there. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
Those are the back-breaking plays defensively that you just can't allow. You have the quarterback dead to rights. You're about to get off the field, and instead, you let him turn into a runner, big play, and he picks up the 1st down.
Just refusing to go down, he winds up with a gain of 7. Now this time, they'll look to throw. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the 1st half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the 2nd half and try to gain some momentum. Figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put the drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. 1st down, Cleveland.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
On 1st and 10, it's Chubb. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? It looks middle, and he's got his man complete. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Touchdown, Browns. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Going back in the backfield. They'll get the carry here. Well, they'll get some of the sack yards back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. Throwing. Lock. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
The Browns offense ready to get back to work. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Njoku. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
This one complete right side. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 35 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. It's a short throw caught by Njoku. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll look to throw again. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. Off play action. He'll set up to throw.